welcome back to Papa's Home and Garden. I hope everybody is doing well. Today I'll be talking about how do I grow healthy and happy pothos. Like everyone else, I have made few mistakes while I was growing pothos, but every time I learned from my mistake. I will definitely share about the mistakes I made when I talk through. So first I give you the tips to grow healthy pothos. My first tip is soil. Always buy a good quality pot mix. I would say always buy cacti and succulent pot mix if possible. It is expensive though, but the good thing is it doesn't retain too much moisture. Then you don't need to worry about the two common problems when you grow houseplants. They are underwatering and overwatering. If you're using cacti and succulent pot mix, you can avoid those problems. The first mistake I made was I used poor quality pot mix while I was growing my pothos. After each time I water my plants, it was holding too much moisture. It was almost like a puddle. On top of that, a few weeks later, I have noticed gnats were coming out of my pots and it was flying everywhere in my kitchen and in my laundry. I was freaking out. What I did, I put my pothos outside in the sun and a few weeks later my pothos were dying. Later I was alerted, then I decided to buy good quality pot mix, that is cacti and succulent pot mix, and I reported them again and my pothos were growing really well. In that case, you need to make sure that you wash your plants and pothos in running water, otherwise you may contaminate the new soil with the gnats larvae. My second tip is watering. I water my pothos twice in a week. Sometimes I spray water on the leaves and vines if the weather is too hot or dry. My third tip is sunlight. Pothos thrive well in moderate sunlight. Even they survive in low light. But please make sure that you don't leave the pots in the direct sunlight. The sun can scorch the leaves. My fourth tip is fertilizing. I use water-soluble fertilizer for all my house plants, including pothos. I usually fertilize them fortnightly, but in winter I don't use fertilizer fortnightly. I usually use like 6 weekly or longer than that. I would say always use water-soluble fertilizer. That's really amazing. And it really helps your plants to grow. My fifth tip is always keep the leaves clean. If you spot any dust on leaves, always clean it under running water, or even you can use a damp cloth to wipe the dust off. My final tip is, if you grow pothos in water, please make sure that you change water every weekly. If you leave the water for like more than 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you may see green and slimy stuff are growing at the bottom of the vase. It is not really good for your plants. In that case, if you see any green and slimy stuff, please use a brush, and even you can use some soap solution to clean your vase before you put them back or before you replace with the fresh water. Another very important tip is always add 2 drops of water-soluble fertilizer whenever you replace with the fresh water. It definitely helps your plant to grow healthy and happy. I hope all my tips are useful for you. Thanks for watching. Bye.